What's going on, everyone? RJ here. Are you ready for this? I'm ready for it. Let's dive right into today and the topics I want to cover today. The first thing I actually want to talk about, and it's a recurring theme that I'm seeing right now all over YouTube on content creators that I follow, and that is a topic called burnout. Now, if we take a look at just a handful of content creators that went through burnout, Vanessa Lau, if you guys know about her, she really started, her channel exploded based on niching down on using Instagram and how she utilized Instagram to create a brand. And then she kind of blew up from there. Vanessa Lau had something crazy like a 7 to 8 figure business. She had speaking gigs all lined up. I'm talking everyone's dream job as a content creator, and she achieved it. Just very randomly out of the blue, she sent an email, canceled all her speaking gigs, closed all her programs and courses, and shut it all down. She said she was going on an indefinite hiatus to figure some stuff out. Now, I felt a little contradicted when I watched it because Vanessa and Think Media and Sean Cannell, they are the ones that really helped me build a YouTube, what I have today, and a lot of the tips and tricks that they had, I implemented in my own channel. So when Vanessa quit, I was kind of like, what? I was like, girl, you have everyone's dream job. What are you talking about that you just up and quit and just left everything? And eventually she did come back. Vanessa did eventually come back. You could see she's regularly posting now, 5 days, 3 days. She's back, and I understand now why she did what she did. The other person that I learned from as well was Sunny Lenarduzzi. Now her subject matter expert is creating courses and the software you use and all these things. And she also did, other YouTube things, like other little YouTube tips and tricks that you can learn. And Sunny used to post heavily. And somewhere in her, she started to get burned out as well. And she actually throttled back all the videos she was creating. So you could see in the timeline here, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. And as we get closer and closer to today, you could see that she's posting 2, maybe 3 videos a month. And on this month right here, she only posted 2 videos. On month 3, she did 3 videos. On month 2, 2 months ago, she did 2 videos. So she throttled her channel a lot back. And just another channel that I ended up watching, which is called Casper Site. This is a channel that I started watching when I just wanted to turn off my brain after a crazy day. I would just put on Casper Site. He posts almost every day, like clockwork. It just covers crazy things like paranormal and UFO sightings and stuff like that. And it's just one of those things you can just watch him reacting to it. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. But even then, look at this. This was 3 days ago. You see this? Highlighting it. 3 days ago. And he just created a video about burnout and how he's going to disappear for a little bit to do what he needs to do. And it's a recurring thing all over YouTube. I think as people want this dream job to be a content creator, and it's almost like your own little celebrity, right? You have your actors and actresses, and then you have YouTube content creators. I never really thought of myself as one, but what I'm trying to say is as these new people going into YouTube really think that they want to be content creators, you soon realize very quickly some that don't have the grit and the determination, they just don't have it. You will burn out. And even these insanely super successful people like Sunny Lenarduzzi, who's got 500,000 subscribers, Vanessa Lau, I'm pretty sure she had over 1 million. She lost a lot of it when she quit. Maybe 300,000, maybe 400,000 she lost when she quit. These guys that are super successful, even Casper Site, I'll show you guys his
Hi,
channel.
my name's Ben, and this channel.
And Casper Site has 774,000 subscribers. So these guys are very successful. They're the ones that you would like to look up to in terms of having a channel. Like, oh my gosh, 100,000, 500,000. These are dream numbers to have. But yet, every single one of them ends up going through burnout. And I found myself having gone through that as well. And it's not like I was super successful or anything. I have like 20,000 subscribers. But I found myself really having a hard time creating content. And burnout happened with me 100%. And if you guys remember, I created this channel originally to have a healthy outlet to talk about things and topics that I was super passionate about. At the time, it was crypto. But when all of it changed, not only did I experience the most toxic cesspool of humans I've ever encountered in my lifetime, it was just really eye-opening. And as I wanted to kind of shift my channel, because I felt like, hey, when the highs are high, everyone is on a high. Everyone's on cloud nine. Everyone's doing super sick. Everyone's giving each other high fives and stuff like that. But when it was on a low, it was not an environment I really wanted to be a part of. So it made it very difficult for me to create content. Try to pivot it a couple times, but even then I was like, I don't even really want to do this. I found it very difficult to fire up my computer and my camera and to really just start talking, when before it was completely different. I wanted to. I couldn't wait to get out of my 9 to 5 to come home and start talking to you guys, start talking to the camera, uploading the videos, interacting with everyone. And so it was a shift, and it was a burnout. And I think that is where most content creators burn out, is if they aren't creating content or doing it for reasons other than they want to. Does that make sense? If I started creating content chasing after views, chasing after subscribers, that will burn you out. It happened to me. People start getting caught up in the metric of clicks and subscribers and views and followers, and people get caught up in that metric. A lot of people even think media like Sean Cannell tells you, don't get caught up in the metric. It will become an obsession and it'll burn you out. So fast forward to earlier this year, I joined a group called GoBundance. Now let me share my screen really quickly here. So GoBundance was originally a group that I heard from listening to the podcast Bigger Pockets, so real estate. And so I wanted to check it out, and I was like, what's GoBundance all about? So they're about grabbing life big. What does that mean? That's super vague. So you'll see here it says, welcome to the Tribe of Millionaires. GoBundance is a member-led mastermind built for the chasers, the overachievers, and the perpetual dreamers. Here, we aim to provide the accountability, support, adventure, and education you need in your journey to becoming a better man, husband, father, friend, and entrepreneur. They also have a women's chapter. So if we scroll down here, they have 6 pillars that they really focus on to make your life a more whole life millionaire/entrepreneur lifestyle. So you'll see we have identified 6 key pillars to achieving a life of abundance. By setting sustainable goals and feeling inspired by other individuals doing the same, you can become 1% better every single day. So here is the framework or the pillars that they go off of: authentic relationships, bucket list adventures, genuine contribution, extreme accountability, age-defying health, and horizontal income. Okay, so again, I joined GoBundance and I never looked back. So with GoBundance, you meet up with a group either physically or virtually once a week. That is the minimum. Twice a week because I have workshops and other different speakers talking, but once a week minimum to really get what you signed up for. So after joining GoBundance, I came to the realization that I actually needed to focus or refocus my thinking to helping people. And that's what I've always wanted to do. And if you guys watch the last 2 videos that I created, kind of like recapping or telling you, priming everyone on what the channel will eventually end up being, I find a lot of value and a lot of gratification trying to help other people. And so I needed to refocus my channel, and I needed to refocus on providing value back to my followers, my subscribers, my audience, whatever you want to call it, rather than chasing a metric or covering topics I think people would want to hear. I've already touched on this in the last couple videos, but I will be covering topics that I want to cover. And I'll be covering and teaching you guys things that I have learned throughout my experience, whether I uncovered it through a hardship or it's something that I found super valuable that has helped me get to where I am today, and continue using this platform as a quest to help others achieve their version of what I have achieved, which is true financial freedom. So without further ado, let's recap. So Dylan and I have been in business now 14 months, and our contracting business has now surpassed $588,000. So we're actually just shy of 600, which we will actually hit this coming week. So it's super, super cool. So not bad for a 1 year and some change business. And that's just gross revenue. So with that, we own an excavator, we own a dump trailer, we own 3 company vehicles, so 2 F-150s and an F-250. And we also have 3 employees. Within a business, we have broken ground and started excavating and building on our 18 acres, which is super cool. So I've personally never seen roads been created out of nowhere, out of a mountain. And that's what we're doing with our 18 acres. So it's really cool to see. And our plan is to build 18 different tiny homes up there, which we will call some form of company mountain, whatever we decide. So it'll be ultra cool to have that in our portfolio. We've also purchased another property to add onto our portfolio. So that one's a single family home that we need to fix up, and that'll be an internal business thing. That's not for another client or anything like that. We partnered with several businesses and companies in North Carolina because we really believe in networking and working with other businesses and not monopolizing like some businesses. We began chatter and had several in-person meetings with a land developer, and they want to utilize our contracting services to do excavator work for his company. We've also began chatter with another GoBundance member to have to actually partner on fix and flip projects. So if you guys checked out my Instagram this morning, I had a story on there to evaluate a current fix and flip project that we might do. And so this one is a partnership. So we will be obviously doing the contracting work since we have the manpower to do so. So that one's going to be super exciting. And the fix and flip might just be a separate division within our business, because that is on top of all the other work that we have going right now, which currently, as it stands, we are booked all the way until the end of September. Going into October, each and every passing day that happens, more jobs get added to our calendar. So with this past year and some change, one of the most important skills that I have learned and that Dylan has learned is, yes, the part that I don't really like the most, which is the financial part. For 10-ish months, we ran what seems like a structure that many of the small businesses start off doing, which is having one business bank account. So one account where money goes in and then money goes out of. And it's really difficult to track what actually is in there. You know, your taxes, your payroll, your operating expenses, all these things was going in and out of one account. And Dylan and I had a really hard time trying to figure that out. And so a book that I actually really, really, really recommend is this book called Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And I can say wholeheartedly that this not saved our business, but has structured our business on the back end financially that I don't think any business should run without reading Profit First. We learned the hard way. If we had started Profit First from day one, we would be in a completely different state than we are now. We actually just started Profit First this year, and this year alone set us up for all sorts of crazy things. Because of Profit First, we had the capital and the profits in our account to actually purchase another business. And so that's for a whole nother story. But this book, in terms of value add, has changed our business. And you can even apply it in your personal life. So Brandy and I, my wife, started adding it to our personal account. So we have a shared account now, which we have separated things. Her and I still need to kind of fix that to where we know exactly what we want. But this book really has changed our business for the better. And if you are thinking about going into entrepreneurship, or you are already an entrepreneur operating your business off one account, pick up this book. I'll have it in the link in the description below. And I mean, in this book, they even tell you crazy statistics, like most small businesses today operating today that are even successful, like legal businesses and dentists or some medical offices, yes, they're making a lot of money, but because they're not allocating it correctly, they are actually 1 to 2 bad months away from shutting the doors. That is how close they play to the chest. And that's things that we were just never really taught. And so this book, an absolute goldmine. Highly recommend. Again, link will be in the description below. So that's all I got for today. And for the first time in a long time, I'm excited. And I enjoyed making this video. And I'm excited to make more that will provide value to you all in the coming days. Now, this doesn't stop you guys from hitting the comment section and telling me if there is a video topic that you want to see or have me cover, as long as it's in the subject of entrepreneurship, business, investing, and financial literacy. I would love to cover the topic because I think that is important. I think more people need to learn that. And with that added knowledge passed on into them, they are then able to make better educated decisions and better steps to fulfilling and getting closer to that version of their financial freedom. And it all really begins with education. So if you guys want to see a specific video, or if you guys want to learn about a different topic, let me know in the comment section below. I will check it out. I will read it. That's all I got for now. Make sure you guys smashy that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.